Unleashing Your Inner Lion, a Stoic Path to Irresistible Attraction. From the dawn of time, the quest to understand what makes a man truly attractive has been a subject of endless fascination and debate. It's a question that echoes through the ages, whispered in hushed tones among friends, dissected in countless articles, and dramatized in countless films and television shows. Yet, despite the abundance of advice and opinions, the answer often remains elusive, obscured by societal expectations, superficial trends, and a fundamental misunderstanding of what truly captivates the human heart. This exploration delves into a transformative journey, guided by the principles of Stoicism, to unlock the secrets of irresistible attraction, not through fleeting tricks or manipulative tactics, but through the cultivation of inner strength, self-awareness, and a profound sense of purpose. The conventional narrative, often perpetuated by popular culture, paints a picture of the ideal man as one who is perpetually kind, endlessly available, and tirelessly eager to please. This nice guy archetype, meticulously crafted to cater to every whim and desire, is presented as the key to unlocking a woman's affection. The formula seems simple enough. Be attentive, be supportive, be the ever-reliable shoulder to cry on, and eventually, love will blossom. However, the harsh reality often deviates sharply from this rosy script. The nice guy, despite his best efforts, frequently finds himself relegated to the dreaded friend zone, overlooked and ultimately unfulfilled. The question then arises, if kindness and consideration are universally valued traits, why do they so often fail to ignite the spark of attraction? The answer, while potentially unsettling, lies in the fact that women, like all individuals, are not simply seeking a doormat, someone who will passively accept their every demand and surrender their own identity in the pursuit of approval. Instead, they are drawn to individuals who possess a strong sense of self, a clear vision for their lives, and the courage to pursue their passions with unwavering conviction. This is where the transformative power of Stoicism enters the equation, offering a roadmap for cultivating the qualities that truly resonate with the human spirit. To illustrate this point, consider the contrasting archetypes of the meerkat and the lion. The meerkat, with its perpetually vigilant stance and unwavering desire to please, embodies the quintessential nice guy, constantly on alert, ever ready to fix problems, and always prioritizing the needs of others. The meerkat represents the epitome of selflessness. However, despite its admirable qualities, the meerkat fails to evoke the kind of deep emotional response that ignites attraction. It is perceived as safe, predictable, and perhaps even cute, but ultimately lacks the magnetic allure that draws others in. In stark contrast, the lion exudes an air of confident self-assuredness that is impossible to ignore. Bold, self-reliant, and unapologetically authentic, the lion does not seek external validation to affirm its worth. Its presence commands attention, not through overt displays of dominance, but through a quiet sense of inner strength and unwavering conviction. The lion embodies the essence of Stoic philosophy, radiating an aura of self-mastery and purpose that captivates those around it. The lion's power lies not in brute force, but in self-control, resilience, and unwavering adherence to his own values, regardless of external pressures. This isn't to say kindness is not important, but it's the unwavering strength, direction, and internal validation that makes the biggest difference. Attraction, at its core, is not a product of logical calculation or rational analysis. It is a visceral, gut-level response to the energy and presence of another individual. Women, like all humans, are drawn to those who exude confidence, inspire passion, and possess a sense of purpose that extends beyond the superficial. The nice guy, with his constant need for approval and his tendency to prioritize the needs of others above his own, often lacks the very qualities that spark desire. He may be reliable and dependable, but he fails to ignite the flame of excitement or challenge, leaving those around him feeling emotionally unfulfilled. This is not to suggest that kindness and consideration are inherently undesirable traits. On the contrary, they are essential components of any healthy relationship. However, when these qualities are employed as a means of seeking validation or manipulating others, they become hollow and ultimately ineffective. The key lies in cultivating a sense of inner strength and self-worth that transcends the need for external approval. This is precisely where the principles of Stoicism offer a transformative path forward. Stoicism, a philosophy that originated in ancient Greece, teaches us to embrace our true nature, understand our worth, and live a life of purpose, independent of the whims and opinions of others. It is a philosophy of self-mastery, resilience, and unwavering adherence to one's values, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoic individual understands that true happiness and fulfillment are not found in the pursuit of fleeting pleasures or the accumulation of material possessions, but in the cultivation of inner virtue and the pursuit of a life lived in accordance with reason and wisdom. This Stoic mindset is embodied by the lion, who stands firm in its convictions, unwavering in its purpose, and unyielding in its self-belief. The lion does not seek validation from others, because it already knows its worth. It invites others into its world, but it does not need their approval to feel complete. This sense of self-assurance, rooted in a deep understanding of one's own values and purpose, is what makes the lion so irresistibly attractive. The question then arises, if one identifies more with the meerkat than the lion, is it possible to transform oneself and cultivate the qualities that truly resonate with others? The answer, emphatically, is yes. However, this transformation is not a quick fix or a superficial makeover. It is a journey of self-discovery, requiring commitment, self-awareness, and a radical shift in mindset. It demands that one embrace their authentic self, flaws, and all, and embark on a path of personal growth and self-improvement. It requires taking responsibility for one's own life, cultivating inner strength, and showing up as the best version of oneself, regardless of external validation. This is the path of the Stoic philosopher, who understands that true power lies not in controlling others, but in mastering oneself. Like the Stoic philosopher, the lion does not seek out approval, because it already knows its value. When one begins to live from this same place of certainty and purpose, they will find that they no longer need to chase attention, admiration, or affection. These things will come naturally because they will embody the magnetic energy that others find so irresistible. This is not to say that one should become arrogant or dismissive of others. On the contrary, true strength lies in humility and compassion. However, one should never compromise their own values or sacrifice their own well-being in the pursuit of external approval. The journey of transformation begins with a crucial first step: ceasing the relentless pursuit of approval. This may sound simple, but it is a profoundly challenging task, deeply ingrained in many individuals' subconscious programming. Consider the countless instances in which one goes out of their way to please others, especially women, in the hope of earning their affection or validation. The desire to be the nice guy, to fix problems, to be perpetually available, can be overwhelming. The underlying belief is that if one performs enough good deeds, if one gives enough, if one demonstrates enough caring, then their worth will be recognized and reciprocated. However, the harsh truth is that performing acts of service does not automatically translate into intrinsic value. A man's worth is not defined by what he does, but by who he is. This is a difficult pill to swallow, but it is the key to unlocking true freedom and self-acceptance. When one constantly seeks validation through their actions, they are essentially placing their worth in the hands of others. This is a precarious and unstable foundation upon which to build a sense of self. It is akin to constructing a house on sand, constantly shifting and prone to collapse. Stoicism offers a powerful antidote to this cycle of dependence. One of the core teachings of Stoic philosophy is the idea of living in alignment with one's true nature, embracing one's worth without needing external validation. A Stoic individual understands that their value is not defined by what they do for others or by how others perceive them. It is defined by the kind of person they are on the inside, by their cultivation of inner strength, wisdom, and integrity. This is precisely what distinguishes the Stoic man from the average man. When one ceases to chase approval, they cease to live according to the expectations of others. They no longer measure their worth based on whether someone is impressed by their actions. Instead, they begin to live authentically, knowing that they have nothing to prove. This is where the magic happens. When one embraces their true self, flaws, strengths, imperfections, and all, they become infinitely more attractive to those around them. Consider the most magnetic individuals one knows. Are they the ones who are constantly trying to please everyone? No. They're the ones who are comfortable in their own skin, who have found a balance between confidence and humility. They do not need anyone to validate their existence, because they have already done the work internally. This is what makes them stand out in a crowd, what makes them captivating. Take a moment to reflect on one's own life. How often do they find themselves seeking validation, whether from women, friends, or even family? How much of their actions are driven by the need to be seen as worthy? It is time to break free from that cycle. There is no need to chase approval any longer. There is no need to be the guy who is constantly seeking signs that he is good enough. The truth is, one is already enough, just as they are. It is this shift in mindset, this understanding of one's inherent value, that will begin to change everything. The more one ceases to chase approval, the more they will naturally attract the right people into their lives. The right women will be drawn to them, not because they have done something to win their favor, but because they have embraced their true self. Begin by making a conscious effort, starting today, to stop chasing validation. Embrace who you are, the good and the bad. Start living life with confidence, knowing that your worth comes from within, not from anything external. In doing so, you will begin to transform not just the way you interact with others, but also the way you view yourself. The more one cultivates this Stoic mindset, the more they will begin to feel an unshakable sense of self-worth. They will no longer need to prove themselves to anyone. They will simply show up as their authentic, unapologetic self, and that is when they will start to see the true power within them. Furthermore, one of the most powerful traits that women, and indeed all people, find irresistible is confidence. However, this is not the shallow, boastful kind of confidence that is merely for show. It is the deep-rooted, genuine confidence that emanates from within, the kind of confidence that radiates not because one is trying to prove something, but because they simply know who they are. Have you ever encountered someone who exudes confidence without uttering a word? It is as if their energy commands attention. They do not need to announce their accomplishments, because their actions speak for themselves. You may not even be able to articulate why you're drawn to them, but you are. That is the kind of confidence we are talking about. This authentic confidence is not cultivated through faking it until you make it, or by pretending to be someone you are not. It is built on a foundation of genuine achievements, personal growth, and alignment with one's core values. It is not about boasting or arrogance. It is about knowing your worth and not needing anyone else to validate it. Confidence is not just about how you present yourself to others. It is about how you show up for yourself. Do you feel good about who you are when you wake up in the morning? Are you proud of the person you are becoming, regardless of whether others notice or not? That is where true confidence begins. Stoicism provides a transformative framework for cultivating this kind of inner confidence. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is that we, as individuals, can only control what is within our power, our actions, our thoughts, and our responses to the world around us. This means that true confidence does not originate from external sources. It stems from within, from a deep understanding of one's own principles and the actions one takes to live by them. A Stoic individual does not rely on the validation of others to feel good about themselves. They do not need constant praise or applause. Their confidence comes from knowing that they're doing what they believe is right, that they are living in alignment with their values. This gives them a quiet strength, not flashy, but unshakable. To build this kind of confidence, one must put in the work. This does not simply entail hitting the gym or working harder at one's job, although those things can certainly contribute. It means working on oneself every single day. Find your passions, pursue your goals, learn new things. Whether it is improving your communication skills, mastering a hobby you love, or delving deep into understanding the world around you, it all adds up. Confidence is not something you can fake or simply turn on. It is something you earn through your actions. It is a result of the hard work you invest in your life, the effort you devote to bettering yourself, and the clarity you gain about who you truly are. Men who know themselves and are unapologetically pursuing their passions possess a magnetic energy. It is an energy that draws people in without them even trying. Consider someone you know who possesses real confidence. They may not be the loudest or the most outgoing, but they possess an undeniable presence. It is as if they do not need to prove anything to anyone. They simply are. They have a clear sense of purpose, and everything they do is aligned with that purpose. That is the kind of confidence that attracts others to you, especially women. So, how does one cultivate this kind of confidence? It is simple, but not easy. Start by working on yourself, not for anyone else, but for you. What do you want out of life? What are the things that make you feel alive, that spark something inside of you? Pursue those things relentlessly. And, just as the Stoics teach us, be comfortable with the idea that you're the only one who defines your worth. The more you develop yourself, the more your confidence will grow. And here is the secret. As you build that inner strength, you will naturally attract the right people. Confidence like this is not something you can fake. It comes from living a life of purpose, passion, and personal integrity. Get to work on yourself, build your skills, define your goals, and start living in a way that is true to who you are. When you do, that is when the real magic happens. Furthermore, a crucial aspect of irresistible attraction, often overlooked by men, is the art of setting boundaries. Boundaries, in this context, are not merely about saying no occasionally. They encompass a much broader concept, reflecting self-respect, a clear understanding of one's values, and the courage to uphold those values in the face of external pressures. To illustrate, consider the contrast between the meerkat and the lion. The meerkat, by its very nature, is inclined to say yes to everything. It is always available, always on alert, always striving to please those around it. The meerkat believes that by agreeing to every request, by placing the needs of others before its own, it will somehow become more valuable or more desirable. However, this approach is fundamentally flawed. The meerkat fails to stand out. While it may be perceived as nice or even helpful, it lacks the powerful qualities that draw people in, self-respect, and a clear sense of personal boundaries. The lion, in contrast, is not afraid to say no. It does not feel compelled to accept every opportunity that comes its way simply to be liked or to feel important. The lion possesses a clear understanding of its goals and a firm grasp of the standards it upholds for itself and for those around it. It does not apologize for its values, and it certainly does not compromise them in order to maintain someone's attention. The lion understands that if you do not respect yourself, no one else will. When you establish boundaries, you're not merely protecting your time or energy. You're signaling to the world that you value yourself, that you respect yourself enough to say, I do not need to do everything just to please you. I know what I need to feel good, to feel respected, and to be aligned with my own values. This is incredibly attractive. Women, like all people, are drawn to this kind of self-respect. It is magnetic, communicating a sense of self-assuredness and unwavering conviction. It is important to acknowledge that setting boundaries is not always easy. Sometimes, the fear of missing out or of losing someone's interest or affection can be paralyzing. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism proves invaluable. Stoics teach us that we cannot control the reactions of others, but we can control how we respond to them. Embracing this principle is like unlocking a superpower. It allows us to recognize that the need to please everyone is an illusion, and that our peace of mind, our sense of self-worth, and our integrity are far more valuable than any fleeting approval. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that true freedom stems from not being controlled by external factors. It is not about avoiding discomfort, but about embracing the discomfort of standing firm in our beliefs, regardless of the opinions of others. Consider Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor. He did not compromise his values or cater to every whim of the people around him. He led by example, commanding respect through his unwavering adherence to his principles. He set boundaries, not out of arrogance, but out of self-respect and clarity of purpose. When you begin to set boundaries like the lion, you embrace this stoic freedom. You recognize that your time, your energy, and your self-respect are priceless. You do not need to say yes to everything. Saying no is not about being cold or rejecting people. It is about standing in your truth and not sacrificing your own values for temporary approval. This is not about being rude or dismissive. It is about having the confidence and the inner strength to choose what aligns with your values and what is not. It is about saying, I do not have time for things that do not contribute to my purpose, my growth, or my peace. The more you practice setting boundaries, the more you will find that people actually respect you for it. Setting boundaries is an act of self-love. It is not about building walls, but about creating space for what truly matters. When you demonstrate that you respect yourself, others will naturally begin to do the same. This is where the lion's power lies, not in his physical strength alone, but in his ability to protect his values and maintain his integrity, regardless of the challenges he faces. In practical terms, setting boundaries might involve declining a request that does not align with your goals, or refusing to tolerate behavior that does not respect your time or energy. Whatever form it takes, remember that setting boundaries is not just about protecting yourself. It is about creating space for what really matters in your life. When you begin to prioritize your own well-being and purpose, you will see a transformation. You will stop chasing validation and start living with the kind of self-respect that attracts others to you in a way that is deep and lasting. Like the lion, you will live with power, purpose, and an unwavering sense of who you are. No compromises, no apologies. That, my friend, is what makes you truly irresistible. The lion moves with purpose. His posture, body language, and attitude radiate confidence. He faces challenges head-on, secure in the knowledge of his own self-worth. This inner strength is what captivates women in a way that the meerkat never will. The truth is that women are not drawn to what you do for them. They are drawn to what you represent. They seek a man who inspires them, challenges them, and sparks passion within them. They want a lion, not a meerkat. Becoming that man starts with a conscious choice. Commit to yourself. Stop seeking approval. Focus on your goals. Build your confidence and create your purpose. The lion does not need to prove his worth. He knows who he is, and that certainty is magnetic. Are you ready to stop being the meerkat and embrace the lion's power? If so, this is your moment. Stand up, take action, and show the world who you truly are. The power is in your hands. Be the lion, be the leader, be the man who inspires, challenges, and attracts. In summary, the key takeaways from this exploration of Stoicism and irresistible attraction are: reject the nice guy fallacy. Understand that constantly seeking approval and prioritizing others' needs at the expense of your own will not lead to genuine attraction. Embrace Stoic principles. Cultivate inner strength, self-awareness, and a clear sense of purpose, independent of external validation. Become the lion. Emulate the lion's confidence, self-assuredness, and unwavering adherence to his own values. Stop chasing approval. Recognize your inherent worth and cease the relentless pursuit of validation from others. Build authentic confidence. Focus on personal growth, pursue your passions, and cultivate a deep understanding of yourself. Set boundaries. Protect your time, energy, and self-respect by establishing clear boundaries and refusing to compromise your values. Live with purpose. Define your goals, pursue your passions, and live a life that is aligned with your values. By embracing these principles and embarking on a journey of self-discovery and transformation, you can unlock your inner lion and cultivate the qualities that truly resonate with others, leading to a life filled with genuine connection, purpose, and irresistible attraction. It is about becoming the best version of yourself, not for anyone else, but for you. It is about embracing your true nature, flaws and all, and living a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and undeniably magnetic. This is the path to irresistible attraction, and it is a path that is open to anyone who is willing to embrace the transformative power of Stoicism.